now at Moray Plains and we have found a luxury stay here. Yes, that's the luxury stay under the open sky surrounded by mountains. It's 11th June 2024, the time is 5:30 pm. We are heading towards Leh, which is still 170 kilometers from here. The road on the Moray Plains is smooth, but the surface has undulations due to the nature of the terrain. So one has to drive carefully, otherwise the car might topple. Moray Plains, as we know, is a high altitude desert plain surrounded by high mountains, lakes and rivers. The road runs through the plains for around 40 kilometers and connects Pang with Debring, after which we will climb up to reach the Taglang La. The scenic view is extremely mesmerizing, picture perfect and truly iconic for the whole Leh-Manali route. section, a road runs to the right towards Sokar Lake, some 22 kilometers from here. Sokar is a high altitude saltwater lake situated in the Rupshu Plateau. Sokar Wetland Complex is recognized as one of the Ramsar wetlands. It is a wetland site of international importance under the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands under UNESCO that provides for national and international cooperation for the conservation and sustainable use of the resources of these wetlands. By this time, we had run out of drinking water. Luckily, we came across this small shelter area near Daybring. We stopped to refill our water bottles. Everyone in the car is exhausted after more than 11 hours of travel along very difficult terrains. It's around 6 pm. We are now heading towards Taglang La. Now we are crossing Daybring Plains, which is the last stretch of this plain. From here, we will again start ascending towards the Taglang La. So finally we are gaining altitude. We are about to reach the last high altitude pass on our way to Leh. Suddenly, the tire pressure gauge on my driver information display started to show low tire pressures in all the 4 tires. We didn't realize we had gained too much altitude and the outside temperature was near freezing. Most probably low temperature will be the reason for low tire pressure. Jeep recommends a tire pressure of 37 psi in the front tires and 34 psi in the rear tires. The current pressures were 32 psi in the front and 29 psi in the rear tires. It's 6:30 pm and we have reached Taglang La. We will stop here and physically check the tires to rule out any leak. Taglang La is the 12th highest motorable pass in the world at an altitude of 17,482 feet. This is the last pass on the Leh-Manali highway towards Leh. We found this pass as the most beautiful, serene and least crowded. As per the milestone, we must have covered 364 km from Manali and 673 km from Chandigarh to reach this pass. We still got to cover 111 km from here to reach Leh. Upshi is the village from where we shall finally be accompanied by the Indus River. The panoramic view from the top is addictive for the eyes. We had just crossed those roads to reach here, yet they look so distant. It's 6:35 pm. We are finally on the last stretch of our journey towards Leh. Before Leh, we will cross some small villages like Rumtse, Sasoma, Gya, Lato, Miru and Upshi. The road just after Taglang La is pretty bad. Potholes, muddy puddles from melting snow. One has to drive very slowly to avoid tire skid. As we started descending, the tire pressure started to normalize one by one, to our great relief. It's pretty late now, but still we can see the sun about to hide behind the mountains. Overtaking on mountain like this may result in fatal accidents. I urge every motorists and riders to drive carefully and not to make such risky overtakes like the silly third driver did just now. These mountain roads are not for racing, they are to be enjoyed at gentle pace. It's 7:15 pm. We still have adequate light. It's 7:20 pm and we are now crossing Rumse. We will now cross a series of small but very picturesque villages on our way. If you have adequate time, you can jolly well plan a camping in one of these villages. Enjoy the serenity of the nature without any adulteration. To our right is a small river flowing along with us. It's a tributary of the Indus River that will meet with the Indus at Upshi. Finally, at 7:45 pm, it has become dark in the true sense. From now on, the Jeep Performance LED headlights will be our guiding light in these dark mountain roads. I am not promoting Jeep, but so far, these are the best set of headlights I am seeing during my last 21 years of driving experience. These are sharp and focused lights that lit up the road ahead, giving you a super confident ride even in the pitch dark. Finally, we have reached the last checkpost in Upshi before we reach Leh. They charged us 100 rupees for entry. It is somewhere after this post that you see the first glimpse of the Indus River on your way to Leh. We are crossing the Upshi bridge over the Indus River and entering Upshi. There is an alternate route to Pangong Lake on our right via the Chumathang and Chusul. Leh is just 47 kilometers from here. We finally have the Indus River accompanying us on our left. It's 8:30 pm and we have reached Karu. This is the intersection point between Leh-Manali highway and the Pangong Lake road via the Changla Pass. It's 9 p.m. and we are finally entering Leh. To our left is the NH1 or the Srinagar-Leh highway, and to our right is the road to Nubra via Khardungla. Finally, at 9:25 p.m. we have reached our hotel. It has been almost 15 hours travel from Jispa with 2.5 hours wasted in Darcha. We have covered more than 2000 kilometers from Raipur to Leh with 46 hours of driving time. We covered 665 kilometers from Chandigarh to Leh in around 21 hours of driving time. Stay tuned to our channel because we are finally in Leh and our real fun will start from tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, happy traveling.